Let me just ask you then, yeah? So
Come on, mate. You're filming me,
I'm with my wife. You saw me with my wife. You saw me with my wife, yeah?
Yeah,
What sort of man would shout obscenities at a bloke who's walking along?
Are you not a Nazi, no?
Nazis killed 6 million Jewish people, you scumbag.
Why you call me a scumbag? Is this going on the internet? Is that why you're filming me?
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Michael Venart. How are
Michael
you?
What?
How are you, Stephen?
What's your name, Michael what?
Michael Venart.
Michael Venart.
V-E-N-N-A-R-T.
So explain to me how my criticism of an ideology equates to people murdering 6 million Jewish people, women and children.
Because what you are doing is making a living off of hate speech.
That makes me a Nazi.
Yeah.
You scream Nazi. No, tell me how I'm a Nazi. Explain. Just explain. Come on. Explain how I'm a Nazi. Explain why you shout rude obscenities at me
Stephen,
when I'm with my wife.
you encourage this behaviour.
What behaviour? Tell me how I'm a Nazi. Explain it. Come on. Come on, explain how I'm a Nazi.
You know, if I wasn't under such heavy sedation right now...
Why are you under sedation? You'd fucking what?
Because I'm really, really hungover,
If
Stephen.
you wasn't under sedation, you'd do what? You'd do what if you wasn't under sedation?
I'd talk much more sense. You are a Nazi.
So explain how I'm a Nazi.
You are.
Explain, because you say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Explain how.
Because you're ultimately...
Because so if I criticise Christianity, am I a Nazi? Or is this protected status only for Islam?
No, I criticise them as well.
Okay, so
but it's hate
how.
speech, Stephen. We don't need it. It's 2017, 2018. We don't need it.
Oh my God. We have laws against hate speech. Have I ever been arrested under those laws?
I really enjoyed it the other day where you got owned the other fucking week on Facebook because you believe in...
Mate, you're getting owned because you can't explain how I'm
Get
a
it on
Nazi.
the internet.
Explain
this guy's fucking harassing me in public, man.
No, you screamed at me when I'm with my wife.
Yeah, so what's your wife got to fucking do with it?
You,
what's that got to do with you?
Because what sort of man are you? When you see a man walking along with his wife, start screaming obscenities at him.
I didn't scream at you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You screamed at me. And then when I've come over to you to ask you to justify...
You don't scare me, mate.
I don't need to scare you. You look like a fucking arsehole. The whole internet's going to look at you and see you're screaming words at someone. You're screaming words at someone. You have absolutely nothing to back up. Yeah, so explain how I'm a Nazi. Come on, explain. One more time, one final time for the internet. How am I a Nazi?
I hate your hate, Stephen.
How am I? What have I said that's hate?
Come on.
Give me one example.
Come on, you're a renowned fascist.
Give me an example.
You're the most famous fucking, most prejudiced person.
So that must be easy to explain. So it must be easy
even Nigel Farage is embarrassed by you.
It must be easy to explain how.
Off, mate.
That's it.
Yeah?
It must be, so you can't explain one single thing.
Stephen, you got me. I'm a scumbag. I'm a scumbag.
You are a scumbag who shouts at men who are walking along with their wife.
Oh, your poor wife. Yeah. Have a great Christmas, Stephen.
So just for one more time for the record, how am I a Nazi?
Because you're a fucking hate monger.
What have I said that's hate mongering? One example. One example.
What's up with that?
You've not got one example, have you?
Is there like a fucking march going on?
No, there's not. There's
lots
of normal people who think
normal people, yeah?
Normal people. You cannot back up. You can't scream Nazi at people without being able to justify why you say that. You can't say people are hate mongering without being able to justify it. Because that's what you do. You're standing here screaming obscenities at me.
Obscenity? What? You're a Nazi?
They've murdered 6 million Jewish people. Back it up. Back it up. You can't. You've got the one thing to say.
Yeah, they didn't do that on day one.
What have you got to say? Give me one example.
They didn't kill 100 million Jews on day one.
Hatred against them.
Is that what they did, eh?
So criticising Islam does what? Should I not criticise Islam? Is it not allowed to be criticised? Is it not allowed to be?
But you're just a shit stirrer.
A shit stirrer?
Yeah.
And a Nazi? Yeah. And a hate monger? Give me one example.
Just fuck off, alright? I'll live my life over here thinking you're a Nazi, and you fuck off over there and leave me the fuck over alone.
You screamed obscenities at me when I'm with my wife. I didn't come up to you. You started shouting at me when I'm with my wife. Explain yourself. Give me one example.
Leave me alone, man.
One example.
Of what?
One example of how I promote hate. One example.
Oh, come on, everybody knows what you do.
It's not nice everyone's looking at you now, is it? Now everyone's looking at you, it's not nice, is it? You think you can scream at me? It's not nice, is it?
Yeah, look at me as well, yeah, look, get me on video. He's full of shit, this cunt.
Leave me alone, mate, alright.
One example. Have you got one example?
Of what?
Have you got one example?
Of what?
Before you go, of my hate. Of my hate. Before I go,
give
me one example.
Cab?
Before I go, give me one example.
Can you all watching this?
Give me one example.
Can you leave me alone, please, now, mate?
It's not nice, is it? It's not nice for people, actually, is it?
Well,
give me one example.
Of what?
What's your name? Of my hate.
Michael Venart. Michael James Venart.
What was my... Give me one example of my hate. Give me one example of my hate.
Yeah, taxi, mate.
One example of my hate. As you've seen, the crowd here don't agree with you, mate.
Don't
they? 5 people so far. So give me one example, bro.
Yeah.
You can't, can you?
Thanks, Stephen.
Yeah, you carry on shouting names at people.
See you again,
accusing them. Well done, mate.